Last week on the Ultimate Domino Battle.
Two teams are going to be battling against each other to see who can make the best domino project ever. And the winners will get a free supply of H5 domino creations. Thank you to Spin Master.
The Stylists came out with a strong start, but the Shakers pushed hard, making for a close start to the competition.
Dominoes has fallen ill. He may build a little slower and get less done.
He started drama.
I'm actually getting kind of worried about the time that we have left.
You're about to watch episode 2 of the Ultimate Domino Battle. Now, if you haven't seen episode 1, definitely catch up and start from the beginning, so click on that link in the top right corner or in the description and enjoy.
So what's the plan for today?
So I'm thinking personally, it's best to work on the ideas that we've already started and just finish those up.
Yeah, we're getting the big things done today and then let's fill in the gaps. It's day 2 at the Ultimate Domino Battle. It's going great so far. Our spiral made out of spirals is almost done. The final project is coming together and we still have some ideas left, so it's going pretty well.
I think we're gonna have a great day.
One of our opponents, Dominoes, has fallen ill. As a friend, I am gutted for him. But as an opponent in the battle of the century for Domino Artists, I can't help but feel that he may build a little slower and get less done. Or maybe even knock something down.
I hear you're a little bit sick. Is that going to affect your work?
He started drama.
No, I'm just, is this going to affect your domino building?
Honestly, it might. It's definitely harder to concentrate when you're not feeling 100%, so we'll see how it goes. But I think I got it if I rotate. So like,
Okay.
they're kind of like a mini split ends, and instead of like going on straight lines, it'll be all squiggle lines.
Ooh, that's cool.
I did in my last video like a major split ends, but with the curvy technique. And basically what it allows you to do is it allows you to do split ends, but it keeps extending so that it could go out forever.
I'm excited to see it, and
Thanks.
color changing is just going to make it even better.
It takes care of a color that we have a lot of that no one really wants to use.
Yeah,
and
true. It'll look
keep
really
changing.
good on this floor too.
It's not necessarily a trick that will highlight it in particular. I think it works well with the colors that we're using, and it'll still be a very nice effect.
Sweet. Well, good luck building.
Thank you.
So I'm actually getting kind of worried about the time that we have left to get at least the big project done. I would like to propose that we stay a little bit later till like 8 o'clock, go to dinner from there and do rock climbing another day. Anyone thoughts? Care?
I say we'll see how far we can get until our planned dinner, because I'm actually not that worried. Like tonight, if you still think the same, we can surely do that. I'm fine with that. Looking at our competition at the Stylists, I'm not trying to be rude, but I think it's going to be an easy win for us, so I'm pretty confident.
Whoa!
Quiet on the set, please.
So I just finished a plan for a field that I want to do. I think it's something a little bit more extreme than I've done in the past. If you look at the image here, it says our team name, the Stylists, of course, in a very stylish cursive font. The field is going to topple in a very unique way, in the sense that it's going to be toppling 3 different times with 3 different techniques. I can assure you it's going to be quite an impressive fall down. quick prediction.
Sure.
Who do you think so far has the best chance of beating the other?
I'm kind of split because I just think in general to like pinpoint domino builders against each other, I just don't know if that's like the best idea.
That's the point of the ultimate domino battle.
But I can still give you a prediction because I think your team is gonna lose.
Another good thing about our section is that like we still have a lot of options. We can connect it all different ways. We don't even know necessarily which way this is going, which is, I think, a great thing to go into day 3, not having all this figured out.
Yeah, I agree.
That means we can do so many different things with this, or even that space here.
Do you think after you're done with this, you could work on the last 4 layers slash the dominoes on top and also the trigger?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be able to finish the finale structure?
That's a good one.
That's another thing.
Wait,
Personally, I've got to focus on the field at this point, and then after that, I think these are all of our main projects.
Yep.
Anything else?
The rest will be
fillers.
fillers.
I wouldn't say fillers, just smaller. We'll make them special.
Sounds like fillers to me.
Oh,
There we go.
like you, bro.
So here we're going to make the final structure, which is like a central pyramid with 5 smaller pyramids around it, making like a half a octagonal structure. And now I'm making the light pink one here on the left.
So for the future, I have like one more main idea, and then a couple of secondary ideas, which hopefully will be a little bit new and unique. Do you have big plans for secondary ideas so far? Either of you guys?
We basically have 2 spaces left to fill. Nathan is just finishing our part of the final structure, and then he has a nice idea. Going to be like triangular 3D structures, like mixed all around and connected by a wall. So I'm excited to build that.
So I'm currently working on a triangular structure. I actually sketched this one out roughly in my book. So it's kind of like this, where it's a bunch of triangles that are going to be linked together. I decided to add squares to it just to make it a little more dynamic. Today went great. I think we made a lot of progress, and I think we have a great plan for tomorrow. I was able to finish my structure back there. That was the first thing I did. I did a radial split ends design that I've wanted to do for a very long time. Very happy with that came out. And then I started mapping out an idea that I've had for a while with like triangular and square structures. And because it's all mapped out, that'll be a good way to get started tomorrow, because I'll have something that's just ready to go that I can get right into.
I've finished the spiral made of spirals, which is looking quite neat. And then I've started to build a line of towers right behind us, which is going to be like doing a wave formation when it's falling, and I just need to connect those. The only thing that's left is some connection lines, and we have one empty space right behind us.
We mostly know how we want to fill the space, and we have a good sense of how we want to manage our time. We should be set to have a really good productive morning tomorrow so that we can have a nice easy afternoon towards the top. Looking forward to day 3.
So this is the end of day 2, which has a lot of progress. I for one have been taking most of the day into this giant spiral thing, which I really am fond of. But I really want to focus on new things, making some other technical, smaller stuff to complete our setup.
The only problem I'm facing right now is that we're gonna be a little crunched. The way that our setups are built, at the moment at least, a bunch of dominoes are crammed close together in one space. We have more space that we need to fill than the other team. I feel like we're probably the underdogs at this point. The consensus, or at least around this area, seems to be that they are the front runners. But before the topple, you can't really judge a setup until it works. Or if it works. I, for one, think that there's gonna be at least one impurity in their setup. I will decline to say where, just so they don't figure it out. But then again, our setup is pretty risky too. The way we've got our trick set up, it's gonna be very hard to put any backup lines anywhere.
We still have another full day until the fall down, so let's think of everything we could.
Make sure you tune into the next episode of the Ultimate Domino Battle coming next Saturday. In order to finish on time, the Stylists are gonna have to step it up and stage a pretty big comeback.
There may be a full stop.
We do not have backup lines.
Let me do the lines then. I can have it much quicker.
No.
I love it, where it's like empty space and you throw me and say, do whatever you want to make.
It's really gonna come down to the fall down at this point.